Hello and welcome to this edition of Crossover. I'm Qi Xiaojun with Aventurina.
Hello.
And David.
Yeah.
And have you heard about this new invention? It's called Super Internet Bank.
Huh? Super
No.
Internet Bank.
Well, basically, it's a standardized bank service platform which integrates different internet banking systems. And one feature is that it's it's called Super Internet Bank.
It's not just Internet Bank; it's like super.
Well, it's basically about service platform, banking service platform, and it's a huge internet payment system.
What does it do? Like, you just pay for things online with it, or what is it?
You can do whatever you need to manage your own accounts of different banks.
So you're saying it's
like
totally online banking service. You never have to actually go to an ATM or anything like that.
They have this system where you can use your phone to pay, and you just swipe your phone.
Yeah, actually, this is a very boring topic to me because I have no money, so I don't care about it.
It's all digital money, right? It's
zero.
Oh, he has zero in his bank account. Oh.
But basically, I mean, this is a reflection
anymore.
of what's been happening, the latest development in these online payment, transactions online is.
So everybody's
like
going online.
Yeah, and you can live basically a life 100% online.
That's true because they had that competition, right? They had 72 hours in China.
That's actually several years ago. That's when the internet industry first started its development in China, and there were only a few websites at the time, but they had that idea.
I saw a joke, a graphic that it was like a computer prompt, and it said, "You have been online for 1 year. Do you want to get offline now and have a life? Yes, no."
And you said
no.
no.
A little box that said, "Remind me again in another year."
Yeah, at least that is a new lifestyle, and they have a name for that. If you stay home, if you don't go outside, you can still survive. And with the development of the internet technology, it's called otaku.
Oh, otaku.
It's a Japanese term.
Well, actually, I was thinking about that because in Chinese you have a name. It's called Jainan, like a guy who stays indoors.
Homestay, something like that.
Yeah, homestay, or like Jainu is like a homestay woman. But the otaku in Japanese is actually, it's more of a reference to people who really like manga or anime a lot. It's hard because it's hard to describe like a lifestyle indoors. I don't think we have a word for that in English.
No,
like people who just stay inside all summer.
Homebody. A homebody. You like to stay at home, yeah.
Otaku refers to people who stays at home all the time and doesn't have a life. And obviously when we say these homebody or homestay people, men and women, they have a life.
Yes, they have
a wonderful life at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Life is great at home.
But you're saying actually they're at home, but they're really not living physically at home. They're in the virtual world.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's true. But physically, they are at home.
Yeah.
But, mentally and virtually...
that's what I'm saying. Mentally, they're somewhere
outside,
else.
Yeah.
I've been on these Chinese shows where they talk about Jainu, and they always say, I'm a Jainu. Or I always say, I'm a Jainu. And I think there are two types of homebodies in China, or in the world maybe. I think there's a type that just plays video games all day. Another type that actually do things online, like buy stuff and interact with their friends or their family and research.
And then there are people who only watch TV all day. And you know who you are.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, let's talk about this, the life, the homestay life or homebody life. And first, we need to survive. So
how do we survive?
Yeah, how do we survive?
Well, you can do things like order pizza online. You don't need a telephone.
How do you order pizza online? I want to do that. I haven't been able to.
I have not seen this in China, but you can in the U.S. You can go shopping online.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, my wife gets online and buys clothing. They deliver it right to the door. There's the place across the street from us has a website. You get on there. I can send them a message saying in an hour we want a pizza. Listen, I don't need to have.
Yeah, I mean, virtually these days you can buy anything on the internet, and all these restaurants, they have their online service. You can order online, they will send it to you.
You can actually buy more on the internet than you can buy outside of the internet. Because I had this, I like making my own moisturizer at home, my own
Yeah, me too.
You do? Wait, we can have a club together.
Yeah,
okay, no, sorry.
Yeah.
So I like making my own moisturizer, and you have to, it's called cold cream, and you have to buy this special sort of wax from bees and all these special kinds of ingredients for this thing, and I couldn't find any of them anywhere I went. And then I looked online and I found everything I wanted. And it was organic also.
And in autumn time, we are supposed to eat crabs, and because they are most delicious in this season.
Oh,
in autumn.
In autumn. Okay.
So all these, some of these lakes, they're just famous for their delicious crabs.
Wait, but they have to send it to you by the postal service, right? So it takes a few days. So
it's okay, they can survive.
Wow.
Yes.
So Chinese people actually like have a lot of crabs being sent in the mail at this time of the autumn.
If you notice, yes.
Wow.
And what I'm going to say is one of my friends, and she actually booked some crabs on the internet. And she even knows where these crabs are from which lake.
How do you know it?
And they label all these crabs.
Oh, they label.
Each crab has a ID number, so you know where they're from. We're talking about this modern technology. We are living a modern life now.
ID numbers.
Yes.
Man, that's cool. Okay, so I know what I'm going to do this evening. I'm going to go online.
We're talking about brands, yeah? That is
order
a
a
brand.
crab.
And you can buy more stuff on the internet, you know,
Yeah,
food. And you can buy even...
buses. You can buy... I saw an ad for a bus online for 1 million renminbi.
I remember not long ago, Smart.
Oh, yes, the Audi...
Smart for two, you know.
Oh, the Smart for two.
Yeah.
Oh, they have I saw online they have the sort of a group thing where you can buy it in group or something like that. Because I checked.
This story, it goes like that. If you buy a car on your own, then it's 100% of the price.
Right.
But if you join that group, if it is 200 people, that's 23% off.
Wait, so, oh wow. So the way that works is that you have to wait for everybody to come online and want to buy it. So how long
Why would I want to buy 1/200th of a car?
I think it's the way it works. You go online and you want this car.
Yeah.
And they tell you, so do you want the car? So you click yes.
Yeah.
And then if 200 other people, or 199.
Good math.
If 199 other people come online and also say, yes, I want the car, then you can all get the car for a discount.
And David,
wait,
200 cars.
Oh, see?
Oh, yeah, 200. You were
See,
just...
English has singular plural. You kept saying the car, the car. I mean, each of them can get
No, but
a
I
car.
understood.
Yeah.
So you wanted to buy the steering wheel? Maybe they have
No,
steering
that's
wheel.
what I was wondering. What's 200th of a car? Yeah, I don't know what that. Yeah.
Okay, what can we do online if you have to stay at home for a long time, and if you don't want to leave your home, what can you do? We'll be right back. Welcome back to Crossover. It's 200 people for 200 cars.
Now that's
so not a problem.
I understand now as a marketing ploy, because if you say, what if I can get 200 people to also buy this car, we can all get a discount.
And then
so I give you a call, I'll give you a call.
Yeah.
Says, let's call up, let's all
get the
200 of us,
car.
and we can each get a discount.
But all these buyers, they don't know each other. They all meet on the internet. You sign up with the website.
They know each other on the internet.
Okay.
You don't need to know each other.
Maybe you can send them like secret email messages. Get the car.
I mean, we all know people on the internet now that we've never met in person, right?
That's true.
There's a lot of people that I know that I've never met that are on the internet.
Yeah.
Who?
It's an internet dating site, and I don't want to let you know.
Yes.
Please. Anyway, go
We
ahead.
want to know now.
And what else can we do on the internet? What else can we do at home if we are a homebody?
Oh, wait. I know. One thing you could do that now is the thing, because I know because my wife does it.
Okay.
Shopping. It used to be you go to the market or you go to the mall. You don't have to go to the mall
window
anymore.
shopping. You mean window shopping?
No, I mean,
online shopping.
It's getting very sophisticated now because they have, for example, clothing.
Yeah.
You get on, look at this jacket or this
What
clothing.
if it is not fit?
You can zoom in on a close-up. You can see the fabric. It's almost like being there.
I think
What
he's
about
onto
the sizes? It could
Same
be too
thing.
small.
No, you can.
They have these special clothing rooms, right? Where you can fitting rooms.
That's
where
right.
You can fit the clothes.
That's right.
But what I've heard about it is a virtual fitting room where you put in your own numbers, sizes, and a virtual figure will be created, and that is you online.
And then you can try the clothes on and see how they look on you, or your avatar. Or whatever.
Actually, a lot of fitting rooms online today. They have these like. I think it's very rare you have a fitting room where you can plug in the numbers. Most fitting rooms you just have this like gorgeous model. And she puts on the clothes, and so you're like, yeah.
So that works for you, but it won't work for us.
Oh, you were so nice.
What else can we do? And there is another case. It's called online dating. You can do that at home. It's not only you're meeting people online. It's also, because there is
Talking with them online.
Yeah, and remember we have these video cameras. So
yeah,
people meeting each other on the internet via video cameras.
Why, I've never heard of such a thing. Really?
Try that?
No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty common now. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, try that. Try that with your wife, and hey, pretend we're meeting for the first time.
Oh,
You're not watching, are you?
It's so romantic. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Online dating has been going on since
for a long time. Yeah, right.
the internet has been going on.
It's not only about getting to know these people on the internet. You actually meet each other on the internet, and you talk to these people on the internet. And some would say, well, I feel more relaxed. I don't have to put up all these makeup and dress up, especially for that one, and it could be a waste of time. This is the most relaxed condition, and we get to know each other.
Because you don't need to see what the other person looks like.
You get to see them.
You get to see them.
The video cameras.
But then it's not relaxed, right? Because you still have to look good for the video camera.
No, but they're at home. I mean, there's a certain distance.
Yeah.
And the most important thing, after all, is not just physical appearance. It's the platonic exchange of ideas,
Yes.
and so you can do that.
Yes.
The internet is more pure than real life.
Okay, David.
I can talk about true.
No, it is. You can. Well, before you had videos, you could only chat and talk about ideas and everything. But I have a few friends who have done that, and it hasn't been very successful.
Okay,
but real dating is not very successful either. So it doesn't really matter. Dating overall is not too successful.
Dating is not very successful.
There is always a success rate. So
yes, a success rate. Right.
What about?
This has nothing to do with us. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Past that stage. Anyway, what about online proposal? We've got some pictures. So basically, here is the guy who wants to make his wedding proposal to his girlfriend. He's a member of a social networking system, and he asked his fellow friends to help him out. So he's got all these proposal cards from everywhere of the world.
Oh, I see. So these are his friends or whatever, encouraging the woman to marry him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is from Seattle. Become a family member.
Yeah.
So how many of these were there?
Lots of them.
Wow. Wait,
it's over 100.
Wow.
Cool.
Wait.
That is amazing.
Wait, so he gathered all of these things and he put them in a PowerPoint presentation and sent to his girlfriend?
No.
It's not important.
He had his friends from all over the world do their own and then, give them to her.
It's all sent by his friends the world over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are photographs, right?
Sure. He told his Chinese friends, make a photograph and asking this woman to marry me and send it to her.
Via post?
No, via internet.
Oh, via so it is, okay.
So did it work in the end? This is
I'm sure it worked.
very romantic in a way.
Yeah.
Yes, and with
in
a huge campaign like this, it will work. And now you've done your online dating, you've done
online marriage,
online proposal, and then
now you have your
marriage.
Online kids. No, it doesn't work.
How does that work?
I don't think so. No.
You need to think about your work. You need to make money to support your life, but we'll take a short break first. Welcome back to Crossover. We've done online dating,
buying,
online
shopping,
proposal, buying stuff on the internet,
buying buses.
Yeah, but it's all spending money. What about making some money? That means you need to work and
find a job.
You still don't have to leave. Yes, online auditions or maybe online interviews.
Oh, job interviews.
On job sites.
These days it's just common. We send our resumes online through email to all these companies, and the new development is some of them have already started using video cameras on the internet to do job interviews.
Wow.
And
That's nifty.
they don't
Why
have
not?
to leave.
Yeah,
Well, that's
why not?
It's more efficient.
Because
more
you always
Sorry,
had these.
it's more efficient.
Yeah, you always had these. You had to fly out to somewhere for an interview, and now you don't have to anymore. You could just. But your room has to be tidy.
That corner is tidy. That is enough.
And then all the stuff you put it there.
I'll put on some virtual background.
A nice landscape.
Yeah, but if you are the employer, would you take that? The virtual job interview?
Absolutely.
But do you need to see the one in person?
Well, it's a good question. It depends on the kind of job.
Yeah.
But if it has to do with, let's face it, a lot of jobs these days, they really involve the person working alone. Or
electrocommuting.
On the internet anyway.
Yeah.
And the main thing is, I think you get most of the information that you're going to get in a live interview by seeing them on video cam, seeing their face, seeing their reaction. You've got 99% of the information there. I don't think you need a live interview. That's my
Well, sometimes some jobs where you need to stay. I think where you need to stay at the office, I think it's still better to have them come in.
Yeah.
And just because there's something like video camera, I think it's not completely clear still today.
So it has to be a good
depends
camera.
on the job.
Yeah, it has to be a really
camera.
high-resolution camera and a very good internet connection
Yes.
to transfer all of those high-resolution images.
Think of someone applying for your job, for example. Not that your job is in any danger. I'm just saying. Suppose someone applying for your job. Maybe the best initial job interview would be, an online interview because they want to see how you look on the screen, how you present yourself. That would be a good, like a first press for like a TV host. You want to see how they look on TV.
But the thing is, if I'm that employer, if it is just a company, not in the TV industry, you want to see the whole body. You want to see his or her reactions to all these questions.
Well, eventually. I'm just saying as a first interview.
The first round of interviews.
And also, no one wants to see my body. I'll tell you. I'd rather be just a face. A talking head is good enough for me.
We can see you're definitely confident about your face. But anyway, for some job, for some work, you can work at home. You don't have to go to an office.
Before coming to China, I spent about 2 years just doing all my work on the computer.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have to go to any office. I didn't even
translation or what?
Yeah, it was. I was
designing.
Yeah, translation, designing websites, and also writing newspaper articles. A lot of the research was online or just phoning people.
See?
Yeah.
I remember just spending days at home just writing articles.
And a friend of mine is a narrator. Basically, he does voiceovers. So what he does is his customers or clients would just send him all these videos through internet
and then
the words, scripts through internet. And he has actually a studio
at home.
A mini one. He does all these voiceovers and send it back through email. And they have the account, they send all the money into his account.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of those generational things. I mean, people of an older generation, maybe my generation, some people might say, oh, like you just said, I want to see them. This is terrible. This is dehumanizing. But I don't know. What about for your generation? I think people get used to it, right?
I think for me, the main thing was when I was doing the thing where I was staying at home all the time. I just felt like I wanted to get out and talk to people. I felt really lonely.
So maybe you're just a more social kind of person.
Yeah, I think there is something about seeing somebody, face to face. It's just much more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, some people get more comfortable at home, and they don't have to travel, don't have to suffer all the traffic.
I was going to say, with all the Beijing traffic, it almost saves time and effort just to do it all your work at home.
I don't know if you saw this film there was a film with George Clooney. And it was about what we're talking about. It was during the Depression recently, the recent Depression in the States, and they were firing a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And so this girl came in and she says...
Up in the air.
Yeah, up in the air. And so this girl came in and says, because they had to fly around the country to fire people. And the girl came in and just invented this system where you could do it via video. You could fire people just via video. And that was really like...
Fire people.
Via video. So there's still something...
There's the next stage, the job interview, and then the next stage, firing, you can also do by video.
Yeah, but that's not...
At least that you can get to see people, through the video cameras. But, if it is firing in the letter, you don't even get the chance to see your boss.
Oh, that's true.
You need to know that they're real people. I mean, you lose track, But how do the people at home know that we're real people? We could just be...
yes, we are just virtual people.
We are here.
And this also, it is also, to be a homebody is also a booster for new ideas and a different industry. They've designed some stuff, especially for these people who want to stay home, work home, live home. Some interesting stuff.
Okay, so that's like a horse.
And that's why people want to live and work at home. What about the next one? You live in the sky. You stay in the sky.
How does that work?
It's like a cloud.
Yeah, but how does that work? They can't. It's not possible.
Magnetic? Or
how could it be? Is it hanging from the ceiling?
Maglev?
David, can you explain that?
Photoshop.
I think so. It's a television control with one button that never leans over.
Yeah, but all these little stuff, you know, people
I also saw
invented.
some other stuff they had invented for like home buddies, but it was also quite useless. It was like a coat hanger, but in the form of like a hand, but like one of those old like mouse click hands.
I think you're talking about this.
Oh no.
Next one.
Yeah, it's that.
Similar, but not the same.
Similar, like with the hand, and you put it against. Oh, that's
this one.
It also struck me as quite useless because it's not like that could fall off so easily, right? The coat just like falls off.
No, it's cute though. It's nice. It's a funny idea.
All these interesting stuff, but we've never talked about how
the costs,
how expensive it can be, or how not expensive it can be. People are making contributions to the environment because you're not traveling. Basically, you're staying home.
Right.
When the traffic is so bad in the city.
Your carbon footprint is lower.
Lesser.
Exactly.
But do you count all the electricity you're using if you open the TV set and your computer and you buy all your gadgets?
Okay, and here is a list of the cost of living at home, working at home, and buying stuff at home in the 3 different cities, Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, basically the 3 representative cities, north, east, and south. In Beijing, it's 1,500.
That's very
renminbi,
cheap.
so it's,
a month.
That's very
it's more
cheap.
about something like it's
You're talking about
250,
Yeah,
it's about
$250.
$250.
That's very cheap.
1,500. And in Shanghai, it's 1,500 to 2,000.
Shanghai's more expensive.
It's 250 to 300. And in Guangzhou, it's less. It's 1,200.
So it's $200.
It's about $200.
It's sort of, you know, all these people buying houses these days, this craze, you know, they spend so much money on their houses and they decorate it and everything, and then they're gone all day. They go to work, they come home late at night. It's such a waste. I think if you're going to buy a house, have a nice
stay
apartment,
there, make full use of it.
Yes, live there.
I will stay in this place for 60 years.
But the thing is, I mean, it's nice that you can have your life at home, buy stuff, you know, dating, proposal, or even doing your job. But the thing is, it's all yourself at home.
Oh, it's true. Well, if you have a spouse who's also a homebody, then it's, you know, the two of you.
Yeah, but again, it's only 2 of you.
But that's kind of cool.
You don't have a social life. You're not part of the society. I know you have all these
online social life.
SNS systems, but again,
it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, even the most homebody among us, sometimes get what we call cabin fever. We've just been indoors too long.
Just
got to get out.
When I was
and do
working, I
something.
got that so often.
Yeah.
When is the longest time that you've stayed home? For how many days?
When I was a graduate student,
Wow.
I would stay.
Oh, stop it, the 2 of you.
Throw my virtual water. No, when I was a graduate student, because it requires lots of writing your thesis, and I would on those days I would literally just stay at home all day long, go out for dinner, come back, you know, stay home. I just was home all day long, and actually it was one of the best times of my life. I loved it. I occasionally.